I have been loving mixed reality since I got my Quest 3. I've been enjoying so many different experiences that I wanted to share with you guys and girls 10 of my favourite games that you need to try because they are fantastic. So without further ado, let's dive into this list, but before that, smash like, subscribe, all of that good stuff, and let's get into the first game. Thrill of the Fight, not only one of the best boxing games in VR, but also has an incredible mixed reality mode where you can make use of a 2 meters by 2 meters space, getting into the boxing ring and fighting someone in your space. It's pretty insane. It's very fun to get someone to actually turn up in your room where you get to box them and knock their living daylights out, and of course get a little bit physically fit along the way. This game is absolutely dope. Definitely check this out because regardless of whether you play in VR or in MR, you're going to have an absolute blast beating the snot out of someone. Next up is Dungeon Maker. This game actually surprised me. The way that this works is you can convert your room into this insane dungeon experience where you're going to have to crawl under things, go around things, watch out for swiping traps. Really, you get to set this out the way that you want it to be. The way I had fun with this is to set this up and then get my partner to go through the maze and try and survive. It was an absolute blast. Good fun all round. Honestly, check this one out. It's kind of fun just to set up with some friends. Synth Riders. Not only is Synth Riders one of the dopest music-based games, but on top of that, you also now have a mixed reality mode as well. This one's pretty unique as it opens up like a big portal on your wall, where it opens out and then the Synth Riders music and everything's going. You've got all of the different synthy bits that you need to be hitting and doing your stuff in that game. This is a really cool one. They've worked hard to integrate this into mixed reality in a way that makes sense, and honestly, I was pretty impressed with the whole situation. So if you already like Synth Riders and you own it, this is time to jump back into it to re-experience it on your Quest 3 in a brand new way. Walts of the Wizards. This game is absolutely ridiculous at the best of times. It's so much fun to jump in there, cast spells with a very fun and unique style throughout the entire game. Not only that, but it's entirely hand-tracked as well, so you can get in there with just your bare hands and enjoy this experience. And on top of that, they now have also added in a mixed reality mode. So you get to experience a bunch of these things in mixed reality now as well, which just really tees off this whole experience, making it even better. It's just an absolute blast of an experience to get into and really have a full mixed reality experience within it, mixing both virtual and MR together into one experience. If you want to get creative in VR, Vermillion is a flipping amazing app to be able to get in there and absolutely just lose yourself in the creativity. Not only can you post up things on your walls to find inspiration for what you're painting, you can also watch a YouTube video at the same time and just truly chill out. The nice thing about this is now if you want to experience this, you don't have to lock yourself off in a virtual world. You can just put your canvas up in your room and get painting while still feeling involved with your surroundings around you and just enjoying yourself in this new mixed reality mode where you still have all the benefits of being in VR with none of the negatives of being in VR, as you still feel connected to the world around you. It just works incredibly well in mixed reality, so props to them for adding this mode as it really ties together the experience and kind of just finishes off exactly what you'd want out of this game in the best way. Mythic Realms. Imagine an RPG that takes place in your space. This is a really unique experience where you get to turn your room into the center of the RPG action. It's just amazing to me that we have these kind of experiences going on. Fighting skeletons with a sword, destroying a bunch of things coming through your house is just a very unique experience, and it's one of the reasons that I'm enjoying mixed reality so much is that integration of the real world mixed in with the virtual one, where you get to experience just things that you never thought you would see your house have to go through. I Expect You to Die Home Sweet Home. This is a free game that you get to check out for free, and of course it ties in with the I Expect You to Die universe, making this feel really cool, man. In this, it turns your very space into an escape room. You're not going to do this more than once, to be honest with you, but once is enough to make you really enjoy yourself. And again, for free, this one is a top-notch must-do experience. I love the I Expect You to Die franchise, and getting to experience that in my own home just felt absolutely amazing. So definitely check this one out. It's a really fun experience. Ghostbusters Rise of the Ghost Lord. Well, I know this didn't get the best reception upon release, but I know a bunch of people still own it, and this does have a mixed reality mode. It's kind of tucked away a little bit, so if you're in the main menu, there is a box of marshmallows. Grab one of those packs of marshmallows and you'll be taken into the mixed reality experience. In this, you're going to see your roof get ripped off while the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man stands up there tall, scaring you. And you now have one of these cool, like, I don't know, catapult essentially, where you need to flick the tiny little Stay Puft Men into his eyes, blind him, and then blow him up with a bomb. It's an absolute blast. It's probably my favourite bit of the entirety of Ghostbusters, so at least if you own it, there is a redeeming factor of this mixed reality mode. Coaster Mania. You can turn your room into a roller coaster. This is such a delight to play. You can literally run the tracks around your room, set it up how you wish it to be, and just run it around, watching the various different stages of your creation come to life with the roller coaster flipping around it. Now, this is a little bit challenging. When I set this up, I had many a time when I made it crash trying to make it jump between the tracks, but when you do nail this and it works out well, it works really well, and it's just a blast to be able to get in and experience this and just turn your room into a roller coaster theater. You know, it kind of feels pretty amazing. And again, it's not one you're going to spend a bunch of time in, but I feel like it's one that you're going to enjoy for a couple of experiences, and definitely fun to show off to your family and friends at what mixed reality is in a very calm and easy way. Just Hoops. Well, this is actually really fun. It's a very arcadey experience of shooting some hoops in some very unique and weird and wacky wonderful ways, and honestly just kind of fun. I really enjoyed myself in this. It's just a bit of silly mixed reality fun, but at the same time shooting hoops feels damn good, and on top of that, again, just seeing it in your own room and turning your room into the arcade just kind of brings this game to life in a way that it just wouldn't do the same in virtual reality. Honestly, this one's a really cool game. Highly recommend it. Now, that is the list of everything. You've probably noticed me say that I highly recommend virtually every one of these games on the list. Well, that's because I put this list together of 10 games that I really enjoyed. So it makes sense when you put it that way. I know someone in the comments is going to be like, you think every game's great, and but yes, this is a game list about games that are great. So just a heads up. Anyway, let me know if I've missed any cool experiences in mixed reality that you have tried in the comments down below, and maybe I'll turn that into a list as well, and I'll credit you guys and girls for letting me know some dope MR games that I need to try out for myself. But failing that, it would be cool just to see the community getting together, suggesting out some dope mixed reality games. We have a bunch on the horizon of coming out of mixed reality games as well that I'm going to be covering on the channel. Things like Micro Machines. I know there's mixed reality modes in Asgard's Wrath, Stranger Things, all of these games that we have coming up into next year and the later part of this year. So we've got a lot of cool things to be looking forward to with mixed reality. I'm really glad to see it getting integrated into a lot of things in the Quest 3. So props to the developers, and thank you for making these experiences that we all love. Other than that, if you enjoyed this, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out, bye!